Welcome to Cooking for Baby and Me. Today's featured ingredient is broccoli. We'll be making easy broccoli cheddar quiche and broccoli pasta with roasted garlic, anchovy, and Parmesan. Joining me is Dr. Kathy Chen from St. Luke's University Health Network and Chef Anthony Bonett.
Hello.
This looks
Hi.
fabulous.
This quiche is a really simple recipe. We're going to go over this. So if you ladies want to start, you can just mix the eggs with the milk and whisk them together. We can start with there.
What age should you introduce broccoli to children?
So broccoli is a great food for children, but it is tough to be a first food because it's got a lot of fiber and soluble fiber especially. So it's usually best introduced a little later, around 8 to 10 months of age.
So the other recipe we're going to do will be a pasta. Broccoli is a great ingredient to put into pastas. So we're starting off with some shallots. Okay. I have some roasted garlic. Cloves are nice. Broccoli holds up really well to kind of strong flavors. And a couple of the really sort of key ingredients that always go well with broccoli are garlic, hot pepper flake, anchovies go great with it. My recipe I put in was for 5 small ones. This is like 3 or 4. Put them in early on with your shallots and your garlic and they'll start softening up.
What type of nutritional value does broccoli have?
So broccoli, as I mentioned, has a lot of fiber, which is great, soluble fiber. It also has a ton of vitamin C, vitamin A, so it's got a lot of antioxidants.
That's interesting. You wouldn't think of vitamin C. I think of citrus when I think of vitamin C.
The easiest way I find for the stem, if you want to make it a little easier to eat, you can really just trim down the excess kind of woodiness of it. Then at this point you could just, you could just cut it up and put it into your pasta. Now you see how this is nice and like cooking all together now?
Yeah.
Right? Or you put a little bit of seasoning.
Smells great. I can smell the anchovy.
Yeah, and the anchovy is going to give you a little bit of salt in there. Okay. I put some diced tomato in it. Really helps kind of like bleed out and give it almost like a little bit of sauce. Okay.
My kids love broccoli. They call it like little dinosaur trees.
Really?
That's like the one way I can get them to eat a vegetable.
So we'll put our pasta in. This is a regular pasta. This is just an organic, high quality pasta. I cook the pasta pretty much al dente. You can put, at this point, you can put a little chicken stock or a little water. The tomato will bleed out some liquid for you. And you can put a little tiny bit of butter at the end for your pasta. It'll really help it kind of like all come together.
Is it okay for kids that don't have gluten allergies to have gluten-free products?
Sure, yeah. So gluten-free products naturally are things like vegetables and protein. But if they're using a gluten alternative, the thing you want to keep in mind is their whole diet in general.
Good balance, yeah.
This is just the standard deep dish pie shell you can buy in a supermarket.
Okay.
I pre-cook this for 7 minutes at 375 in the oven. They call this blind baking. And the rest of the recipe was very simple. It was 4 eggs, the milk, and I think we could put some of the cheese. And there you go, fits in perfectly. We're going to go into a 375 degree oven for approximately 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Last 5 or 10 minutes, you could turn your oven off and let it dry a little bit. And we have one completely done. We're taking it out of the oven.
That looks beautiful.
Really nice, simple dish.
I think the kids would love that one too.
We have some fresh basil. We put some Parmesan cheese. Just make sure you cut all the way through.
I'm excited to try it.
I love the crust part too.
That's delicious.
Great, right? Very easy.
That's amazing. So good.
These first.
That is perfect.
Get a little cheese too.
Get a little cheese, basil.
The anchovy is really light.
That's perfection. I love that.
Delicious, yeah.